And we are back again. So, Global had a data download, and it's finally happening. He's finally coming. JIREN. JIREN was in the data download. Obviously, that means we're getting the free to play unit, Casserole. Is that his name? Casserole, I think. And the rest of the Pride Troopers. We're getting the EZA for God Topo and Lights. Is it Lightspeed Dispo, I think? Or Super Lightspeed mode or something like that. And LR JIREN is dropping. So is the Topo slash Pride Trooper unit. They're all coming. Finally, something's coming on global that I can talk about again. So here's the banner. I have the banner pulled up, just so we can all have a look, see what we think. So we'll start at the bottom and make our way up. So we're looking at the Resurrection F Blue Goku. He's pretty good. He's a nuker. He creates physical orbs, which is always helpful. Creating orbs is never a bad thing. So yeah, he's a good unit. If you don't have them rainbowed, obviously that's a good pull. If you do, well, it's a bit of an L. I don't really recommend legendary summon banners too often, but you know, you know. If you pull him, he's not the biggest L, as long as you don't have him like rainbowed or with multiple dupes. Champa is a really good like Universe 6 support unit, but to be honest, I think he's kind of fodder. We need a good Champa. I did that. I was talked about getting a good Champa in my what does Extreme Realm of Gods need video. I think we need a Dokkan Champa or an LR Champa, something like that. That's personally what I think we need. But this Champa is a bit of an L unless you really love Universe 6, which is fine. Universe 6 is a very fun team led by Kefla, but it's not the best team in the world. And he does get hit like very hard, like most support units do, unless you're an amazing support like High School Gohan or something ridiculous like that, or Bojack even, who's on JP. Anyway, move on. We have Bergamo, who is just the defensive god. Once you finally build him up, once he takes those hits and stuff, he is just a defensive wall. He's like his defense is a ridiculous number. So if you just want, a good unit for long events, maybe for USS if you haven't beaten like the mission for like the LGE, he's good. And you'd probably want at least one dupe in him, maybe two, just for the additionals because he does like raise his defense on super and stuff. So overall, Bergamo's a good unit. Not like ridiculously broken or anything. I mean, defensively he's a god, but offensively you're not going to get too much out of him. And he's like the only Bergamo in the game, I think. Think so anyway. But yeah, he's not an L unless you don't have him, and he has his use. Super Battler he gets murdered basically, so don't bring him there. But anywhere else, yeah, he's fine. God Topo. Okay, so God Topo just is about to get his EZA, and everyone knows God Topo is a pretty squishy support unit. He's very good, but he's squishy. With his EZA, he becomes not so squishy, basically. Once you get him to below 70% health, he has 40% damage reduction. He gets attack and defense of his own as well. He gives a key and stuff. He becomes like a must-run support unit in basically every team he's on, which is a lot actually. So he's very, very good for sure. God Topo. If you don't have him rainbowed or you need to do something, or you just don't have him, it's definitely a W for sure. God Topo is like incredible. Skinny Boo is also incredible. I used him to beat Super AGL ESBR, which is ridiculously hard. But yeah, Skinny Boo is fantastic. Just again another fantastic unit. If you don't have Rainbow, he's good in SBR. Not so great in LGE because his passive does wear out eventually. But he's very good for sure. So again, if you have him or if you don't have him, it's definitely a W. Next is Dispo. Dispo, even with his EZA, I don't think he's that amazing. Like his attack stack can go like crazy high. Like you can get him to like crazy high attack numbers. And like he does have a great super attack effect, which is like raising attack and defense by 50% for like 5 turns or something ridiculous like that. Which is obviously very good. But he doesn't get any start of turn defense. I don't really like how his attack like dodge passive works. If it worked like STR Weast, and who's also on this banner, then I probably think a lot more highly of Dispo. But yeah, he's not fantastic to be fair. Inter Brian is really good. Actually, well, before I finish it, or I go on to Inter Brian, is this a W or an L? I guess I kind of want to say it's an L, even with his easy. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Maybe I'm being very harsh on Dispo, but I honestly think he might be an L. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know if I'm being too harsh on this one, but I think he's probably an L. Next is Inter Brian. Inter Brian for Peppy Gals is like fantastic. Her other lead is transformation boost. So if you don't have like cooler and you don't want to run Boo, like it is only 120, but it's honestly enough. Like it's fine for like a fun Peppy Gals team. She's actually pretty good. Like what she does for the Peppy Gals team is ridiculous. If she was like 150 instead of 120, she'd actually be broken. Like Peppy Gals would be so unbelievably broken. It'd just be ridiculous. Anyway, so next is LR JIREN himself. LR JIREN is ridiculous. Like I like to call him JIREN the Chad. Like that's how I refer to him as all my friends. Just JIREN the Chad because JIREN just does ridiculous things. Like 200% attack and defense on an LR which has ridiculous stats. He's basically super effective against all types all the time, just because all he needs to do is lower defense or attack, which like basically every boss can have either attack or defense, or if not both lowered. So it just makes him a god in there for sure. And with God Topo's EZA, you run them together, and because God Topo lowers defense passively, then JIREN is just constantly super effective against all types, which is just stupid altogether. So yeah, and LR JIREN is ridiculous. He's like the easiest W on this list. To be honest, you could make an argument that he's the best unit in the game, like straight up right now on both versions, like JP and Global. I don't think he is anymore. I did for a while, but I do think there's a couple units better than LR JIREN now. I think LR Bootanks is better than JIREN. I think STR Vegito is better than JIREN. Well, STR Goku and Vegeta, Angel, that go into Vegito. I think he's better than JIREN. Who else? But I think LR Turles is probably better than JIREN as well. Is JIREN fourth, or I'm missing someone? Would I put JIREN fourth? No, I think I would. I think I would put JIREN probably the fourth best like unit in the game, probably. Well, summonable LR anyway, fourth best. He's ridiculous. He's just ridiculous power. That's what he is. And he's not, again, with 200% defense, he's great. He's obviously got that active skill, so he's a super battle road monster. Basically, JIREN's a super battle road monster, and he's a he's a super battle road monster, and he's an LGE monster, or like long event monster. He just kills everything. He kills everything, and he just doesn't care. That I think his passive describes JIREN's character very well, where it's just he's strong and he doesn't care, so he just like bulldozes everything. So yeah, JIREN is fantastic. The easiest W on this list. Frost, I don't. Do I even have to talk about Frost? He's just not very good. Like I know he comes to like SDR full power Frost, and I still don't rate him. He needs an easy A. That's what he needs. Frost needs an easy A. If he gets one, then he'll probably be at least decent. Boda Magetta, again, not very good. If they get an easy A, I think that'd be fantastic. So I think they're like two definite L's. I think Champa's probably an L. Everyone else, and I also think this was probably an L. Everyone else I think is a W. Next is Whis. STR Whis is just a ridiculous unit. The ridiculous amount of utility. Well, I say utility, but dodging, lowering attacks, sealing, healing as well if you have him with a Beerus. Like he's fantastic. 70% chance to dodge is just so good. Except when it fails you, which for me it fails kind of often, but I still know Whis is like a fantastic unit. Lastly is the new Topo/Pride Trooper unit, who is ridiculous. It's a shame they've Shattering the Limit instead of Fierce Battle, but they are a fantastic unit for sure. They have Guard, which is obviously fantastic. Everyone loves Guard. Like Guard makes a unit automatically decent, especially when it's guaranteed Guard and not like a chance to Guard. Looking at you, STR Ultimate Gohan. Like if he had guaranteed Guard, I wouldn't love him, but I'd like him a lot more than I do. Anyway, yeah, that's basically what I think of him. He's a support unit for Universe 11, which is a category JIREN is introducing. So he is a W. Well, he's a W as long as you have JIREN, right? As long as you've JIREN. If you don't have JIREN and you just rock him on a U7 or just a Universe Survival Saga team, he's still good, but you really want like another U11 unit with him, because then he gets like extra attack and defense, and he's the support unit for that category, so you know. But yeah, that's every unit on the banner. So to go through it again, I would go starting from the bottom right to the top left. I would go W L W W W L W W L L W and W. So yeah, there's a lot of quality on the banner. But a lot of these, remember, are banner units. They're going to be on every banner. Dokkan Fest banners, double rates banners, LR banners, every banner. Blue coin, like, it doesn't matter the banner. They're going to be on them, basically. All these guys. Except for, like, the Heroes banner. They're, like, the only ones. But they come around, like, once a year, so. But yeah, they're on, like, basically every banner. I mean, they will be unfeatured, so if you really want, you could summon on this banner. I don't think it's actually the worst idea. Mainly because there's not a lot of stuff that we know that's coming to global that's super hype. Because what we know is coming after JIREN is probably Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He's like the only super hype thing I'd say summon for is Gogeta. And I don't think Gogeta's banner is super hype itself, but Gogeta himself is like super hype. So I wouldn't, if you want to say skip JIREN, summon for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I don't think it's the worst idea. JIREN and Gogeta are very similar units. Just JIREN's the better version of Gogeta, I would say, just because he is an LR. Although, you know, Gogeta's 50% chance to counter supers is very nice, that type of thing. Anyway. It's very good. Like, JIREN himself is very good. The banner itself, this one isn't great. But again, since we know Gogeta's next, after Gogeta, there's not a lot of hype, I don't think. Like, I'm not sure how many people are going to be summoning for Bojack. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe a bunch of people are summoning for Bojack. Watch Bojack hit top grossing now. Probably in France, because they always hit top grossing. France or Luxembourg. But yeah. I mean, there's Bojack, who, you know, is relatively hype. And then I imagine that's where they're probably going to stick LR Turles. And personally, I think LR Turles is better than JIREN. I do. I think Turles is ridiculous. But, yeah, I don't know. So, Turles' banner isn't very good either. So, I'm not sure if you'd want to summon there. And then we have, what am I missing here? Oh, like New Year's units, Janemba and Pycon. Their banners are actually not bad. Janemba and Pycon. I don't think Pycon or Janemba are like godly, by the way. I think they're both like okay. Well, Janemba's okay. I think Pycon's pretty good. Personally. Like, I don't know, Janemba's just built weird. But I'll talk more about like him when it's actually when he's close to coming to global. Am I missing anything? Oh, and obviously the 6th year. Like, obviously after this is the 6th year. That's the big one, which is coming in like 2 weeks on JP. So that's very exciting for anyone playing JP. But yeah. There's a load of time to say. But they're probably going to throw in a global first as well, aren't they? Probably in like April or something. We'll probably get a global first. That's what I'd expect. Either April or in June. They'll probably throw a global first into the hat, into the ring, all that type of thing. But yeah, that's it, I suppose. That's what I have to say on the JIREN banner. I don't think it's the worst idea. I don't think the banner's that high quality, but again, not the worst idea because there's not a lot of hype coming for a few months. Unless you want to save for Gogeta, who's the only one who I'd say people will probably summon quite hard for. So yeah, overall, if you want to summon for JIREN, summon for JIREN. Like, he's good. He's very, very good. He's worth it. Just know that you have a good chance of getting shafted. Will I summon for JIREN? Probably not. I don't have any stones on me right now. So I probably won't summon for JIREN. I might toss like one multi at JIREN. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, that's the end of the video. So let me know. Are you guys going to summon for JIREN? If you are summoning, why are you summoning? And if you're not summoning, who are you saving for? You can save for Gogeta. Maybe you want Bojack really bad, or Turles, or maybe Janemba or Pycon, or you're just going to save till the 6th year, or you want to wait till you see what the global first will be, which will be in a couple months' time. And let me know what you just think of JIREN overall. Is he the best unit in the game? Am I wrong? Am I wrong placing him like 4th? Is he actually number 1? Or am I overrating him? Is he like not even in the top 5? I don't know. Let me know. And lastly, let me know about the EZAs for Dispo and Topo. Especially Dispo in particular. Because I think everyone knows God Topo is very good. But I want to know, does anyone else think that Dispo is actually just not very good? Or is there going to be like someone who defends Dispo like incredibly and say, no, you're wrong. Dispo's like amazing. Like, I want to know. I'd like to have the discussion. So anyway, that's the end of the video. So I will talk to you guys later.